Obviously, it's been a while now since you played. Just how valuable was the bye week to reassess where this team is and get healthy?
Yeah, hugely important, much needed. Physically and mentally, just to sort of get some time to, from the players' perspective, I'll try and take you through the week. We had Monday off. Tuesday, Wednesday was straight rehab, recovery, rejuvenation from a physical standpoint for the guys that have done most of the playing. And we practiced the sort of non-travel to guys that are in backup roles that travel but haven't played a whole lot. I got to scrimmage at the end of those practices and see the guys, which was good, exciting. By that time of the schedule and practice, we had our older guys out at practice to cheer them on, and energy was awesome. Had a more of a walk-through tempo, jog-through tempo practice on Thursday for the older guys to get some early down Nebraska intro. And then, as a staff, we were out on the road recruiting, gave players Friday and Saturday off. Again, just to relax, watch some football, and come back, rejuvenated, excited for the next 5 games. And so Sunday had a really, really good practice. The energy was awesome. The buy-in is exactly what you want it to be, and the guys that were dinged up are starting to look like themselves. Obviously, the guys that are done for the year, that's not changing, but guys that were dealing with knick-knack injuries and were sort of on the day-to-day plan, were able to practice and practice at a high level.
Looks like it was a valuable week recruiting-wise too. So obviously you talk about the buy-in of this team, but it's also the buy-in of the guys you're selling the future of this program to.
Yeah, we're really excited about the class that we've put together, and even getting into the the 25 class. We're excited about the guys that we've targeted and that we've gotten committed to us. What's exciting for me is to see those guys playing well. All the guys that are currently committed are playing at a high level in their senior season. So definitely looking forward to the future. But really looking forward to these last 5 games with this current roster.
You know about the environment at Nebraska. What do you get these guys in store for on Saturday going to that place?
Yeah, 90,000 plus that are sea red, right? With my history with Nebraska started at a very young age. Obviously grew up a fan of Colorado. My dad playing there, and I was like the hated rivalry, right? And so you remove yourself from that as a coach, and the first time I got to play against Nebraska again was in 2021. My first season in Illinois, and I just remember them running out of the tunnel at in Champaign, and the feelings come back, right? It's like, man, I really can't stand that color. Don't like that N on the helmet. And so definitely this has been a big week, and we've explained to the guys just how crazy it gets out there. They are diehard fans, win, lose, or draw. And so we're looking forward to a great venue to play a competitive and tough football game.
Last thing for me is Ben Farrell's a guy that came from a small college and obviously a different level of competition. How has he progressed and adapted to what he's faced this year versus where he came from?
Yeah, thank God we got him, right? He's obviously big and athletic, and he's really bought into the culture and has, like you said, has progressed, throughout the course of the season. And I think Coach Johnson's done a great job of mentoring him and getting him to play at a high level. And so we're definitely glad that we got him, and he's actually been playing well for us in the times that he's been in there.
Why don't you talk a little bit about the young guys getting a chance to do some scrimmage work? Any names for guys that may have stood out during those sessions?
Yeah, Ryan Brown did really well. We made him live, which typically you don't do with quarterbacks, right? But he's a big physical guy, and I knew he would be open to that and accept that challenge. George Byrne also got some scrimmage reps, and as a result, I think we'll get more playing time just to see what he can do in live situations with his frame and his speed, athleticism. you know, defensively, you know, Drake Carlson stood out. He played well. Some of those younger guys in the secondary, you know, Zion Steptoe, who we moved from receiver to corner, is improving, and really looking forward to his progress and his future at that position. I think it fits him, fits his style, fits his personality, and what we do schematically, I feel like he can accomplish. So definitely beneficial to see those young guys and go to work, and beneficial for the guys that we are counting on to make plays for us to get them back healthy, and excited both, you know, physically and mentally.
Just some of the issues Nebraska's quarterback poses. A big guy, likes to run it. Just again, you guys have had some issues dealing with those type of running quarterbacks. Just kind of talk about him a little bit and what he brings to the table.
Yeah, like you just hit it on the head. He's big, physical. You know, Nebraska, they make you play with all 11, right? So we will definitely have to adjust the way we play and adjust our game plan a little bit. You know, they run a ton of different run schemes, and you know, both zone and gap schemes. They create extra gaps. You know, their window dressing is for a purpose usually, and you got to be able to account, like I said, for all 11. So definitely excited that we had a week to prepare and as a staff, and excited for the 2 bonus practices. Really, I think those will be beneficial for our guys, especially in the run fits. But it's going to be a tough physical game, and I think we'll be as healthy as we possibly can be at this point in the season going into Saturday, which makes me feel good.
Can you talk a little bit about the kicking situation, maybe how you're going to handle that this week?
Yeah, Freehill is healthy, and so if he's healthy and ready to go, he'll be our kicker.
And Hudson Card, obviously time off helped him. Do you think he's about as healthy as he's been all season coming into Saturday?
Yeah, you know, Hud looked like himself yesterday for the first time since, you know, that second or third series at Illinois. So, you know, he's back with the bounce in his step, balls coming out of his hands, you know, with some velocity, and it's pretty when it's in the air. And so, also saw him run around a little bit, which was exciting, and it just feels like he's back to himself, and so that will hopefully bode well for us.
Do you feel any urgency, Ryan? I mean, 5 games left.
Absolutely. You know, we're in playoff mode right now. You know, definitely set the tone and the temperament in our team meeting on Sunday. And as a result, guys went to work. Like that was as energetic, as fast a practice as we've had since I've been here. And so I think our mindset is in the right place, and you know, I've been honest and open with them about exactly what needs to happen these last 5 games, and what we're capable of doing. And so, you know, because of that, everybody's holding each other accountable to those standards, and I'm excited to see what that looks like, you know, down the stretch of these last 5 weeks.
What have you seen with Matt Rhule taking over Nebraska and kind of the new identity he's trying to make?
Yeah, you know, my history with Coach Rhule goes back to his Temple days. When I was at Memphis, we were able to play them, and you know, you just see his teams. They are tough. They're physical. They're smart. They don't beat themselves, and that's exactly what you see on tape. You know, he's like I said, they make you play with all 11 on offense. They're really physical and try to dominate you up front on defense, and or you know, they get creative with exchanging gaps with the front 7, and do a good job of disguising and mixing up coverages in the back end. So, you know, it's a tough, smart football team, and that's pretty much his MO and has been since I've gotten to know him as a coach.
Mershawn Rice appeared on the field, I think for the first time maybe against Ohio State. What all went into that? Was that him making a move in practice? Was that you trying to extend your rotation? Was that him getting healthy? What was that all about? What's that moving forward?
You know, I don't know if that was the first time he's been in a game. It was the first time he got extended snaps, and that's a result of practice habits, of the need to rotate at that position, and you know, just also get, like, he's a bigger guy, and I think that is sort of what we needed out on the outside with what we're trying to do, and like I said, his attitude and his practice habits and the production he had in practice led to more playing time, and I'm hoping that that is a continued trend as the season goes.
Any more questions for Coach?
Maybe just one. Just one personnel on line, Mohamed Musa, he's helped off the field against Ohio State. Is it a long-term thing, day-to-day, or he's on the depth chart still? I'm not sure if that's accurate or not. I just want to ask about him.
Yeah, that is accurate. He's still day to day, but we're confident that he'll be available and be ready to go by Saturday.
Anything else? All right, thank you, Coach.
All right,
Thanks
thanks,
everyone.